Hi everybody, my name is Matt.Elliott and I'm here at Guaranty RV Supercenters in Junction City, Oregon. Today I'm going to show you a great new motorhome, a Class B motorhome. It's from Coachmen, it's called the Crossfit. This is the 22C model, which is a particular floor plan. And the first thing before we go inside, I just want to talk about the ingeniousness of this vehicle. So many of the camper vans now have gotten quite expensive. They have Mercedes turbo diesel engines, or they have the Ram ProMaster, and there's lots of new technologies. This CrossFit is a really affordable coach, and one of the biggest elements that excites people about this is it's a Ford. It's not a European vehicle, it's not as expensive to service, and it's not as hard to find service for this. This is a gas burner, and it doesn't require any DEF or any special maintenance, and someday when it's out of warranty, you can have it worked on anywhere you want. Any GM, or not GM, but any Mr. Goodrich type of guy can work on a Ford pretty much. And so serviceability is a big deal, especially for folks that live out away from the big metropolitan areas. So I'm excited to have a Ford to sell again in the camper van industry. Let's take a quick look inside this. Follow me. Okay, now the first thing you notice when you walk in here is it's really spacious, and the door's easy to get through. It's not cramped at all. And this design here, the C model, has a couch across the back. This is a power sofa, and when it folds down, it incorporates with these two seating areas right here to make either two twin beds, or we can fold these back pieces across and make it into a king size bed. So that's outstanding, and you know, the versatility of this is that it has multiple seat belts too. So this can seat belt 5 people, and you can drive it every day. One other interesting note about this is it's not very long, and so you can drive it all the time. A lot of people do choose to use these as their primary or secondary vehicle and get rid of that extra car. It's the shortest rig I know of that has dual rear wheels, so this has a lot of capacity and it's very stable, but it's shorter than the Mercedes you see running around the Sprinter chassis. Okay, now, one thing that you're seeing in here is beautiful all wood cabinetry. Now I'm going to tell you that there really isn't very many vehicles out there in any part of our industry that give you a solid lumber cabinet. These are gorgeous finishes, and you know, thank goodness finally somebody has put lighter wood in a coach. This is so beautiful in here, and I think that the first thing you're going to notice when you walk into a CrossFit or any of the other Coachmen products that we're carrying, the Galleria is another one, that has these beautiful cabinets. We do have storage and pantry space here, and these shelves are movable, so there's a hanger in here and we can use that for extra space. And then look at this whole big row of storage here. Got a lot of storage. And the other thing is this, look at this. In the galley, I've got a deep drawer with a garbage can in it. You'd never have a place for a garbage can in a B van, and this is extraordinary. As we look over here, we're seeing a very large refrigerator system, and one thing I really like about this is that the freezer is at the bottom. Now, people often complain in camper vans about the fridge being too low and being hard to get stuff in and out. I'm going to use the freezer a lot less frequently, and I'm going to use my main refrigeration, so they put it at the top so you don't have to be always on your hands and knees trying to get into the space. This has a nice stainless steel package. That's a microwave oven there. Nice deep sink with a fold-away faucet. Pretty ingenious. And then here's a great feature. This has the induction style cooker. This is not for propane, this is electric, and it is cool because first of all there's no open flame, and second of all because the pan gets hot but the top doesn't, so you don't burn your hand. You've seen this on the kind of the infomercial on TV. These things are fantastic. Also, we've got a really nice bathroom. It's got a soap dispenser. The faucet can go up to the shower handle, so we have use our faucet for the shower or sink faucet. It's got a great porcelain toilet, and when it closes, kind of an interesting deal here, it closes bigger. So we don't waste a lot of space on bathroom in a B van. We want to make that as small as we can, but when you're using it, it's nice to have a little extra space. So they've done a good job of that. Now if we look forward, we're looking at the Ford van body. In the front, This is just like any other Ford vehicle you'd buy. This in particular is an outstanding vehicle. It's got the ability to shift the transmission manually, so I could set it for automatic or I could put it into manual shift mode. That's very popular these days. Also, this has navigation, it has a backup camera and all that kind of stuff. And another great feature on this that I haven't talked about yet, this has the Truma heating system, which is more of an ambient kind of heat. It's radiant. It uses well, they call it hydronic, but what it really means is we're not going to listen to a forced air furnace blowing all the time, making a lot of noise. And it does on-demand hot water. This also has a solar panel and a generator, so there's lots and lots of ways to get power into this vehicle. Also, when you drive or you're plugged in. So I absolutely love this thing. Now, when we look at the Ford part of this, to finish up, let's look at the outside of this van. It's very sleek and attractive. It doesn't have a lot of bolt-on parts and motorhomey things and flame jobs and splashes and decals and crazy stuff. It's just a great looking van with a nice set of running boards, beautiful wheels. And so when it's in your driveway, it isn't going to look like a motorhome. So if you have an association that says no motorhomes in your driveway, they're probably not going to have a problem with this. Plus, this is small enough to park other places. People go into big cities or into little boutique towns with a van like this. It's great. Now, I want to show you something interesting. Look at the screen that you can have in this. This is a beautiful screen. So, and there's one on the door we went through up front too. I can open the doors and keep the bugs out. And I think that's just dynamite. Well, that's a good all around on this rig. The last thing I want to tell you about it is this is that 3.5 turbo diesel EcoBoost. It's a monster engine that Ford came out with several years ago. They've been using it for tremendous loads on their half-ton trucks. And I'll tell you what, it's a little race car to drive. I get a kick out of them. So if you are interested in trying one out, or if you just want to call and talk about it, I'd love to share some time with you. My name is Matt.Elliott, and you can reach me at 541-954-8495. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. Have a great day.